Everything you need right there. It is at 9:34 right now. You know, for generations, guys had it easy. You could have a dad bod and you could still date a supermodel. Well, those days might be over. Thanks to guys like Chris Pratt, Channing Tatum. Don't celebrate so much, ladies. And the rest of the cast of Magic Mike. You see the bodies, you see the magazines. The pressure to rock a six-pack and get yourself looking good has never been greater. And at all ages now. No time like the present, guys, because today is National Men's Grooming Day. So we wanted to highlight some of the ways that men can look their best and have a little broader discussion now about some of the new expectations on men to stay manly, but, you know, maybe a little wax here and there. And then do you admit that or not? Here to help out, Eugene Smith, CEO of DC Life Magazine. Eugene, thanks. Welcome to the Loft. Good to see you this morning.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, do you think that more guys are doing things like manscaping and waxing than they will ever admit to people?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's going on. I think a lot of people have to do that. You know, they feel like they can get away with it, but how you share it with your buddies, it's not something that we open up about. It's not natural to start talking to your friends about your manscaping routine.
Professionally, does it help you get to where you want to be at some times?
Well, I mean, we're in the D.C. area, so the government is the mainstay here. But I think in other areas, it may be something where it could be less important. Like in Colorado, I think we're now entering the post-hipster era, is what I call it. And a lot of people don't have to worry so much about these things outside of the government area. But here it's politics and Pentagon, and you got to have that gray, blue, and black suit. So.
But even then, people used to say that about women in the D.C. area, too, that, you know, there wasn't anything hot about government workers and D.C. women. And I think all of the style in the city has come up. And I think that's where men have this pressure. Now they're starting to feel what women are feeling, that you got to keep up. You got to keep up with the magazines.
Absolutely. And a lot of folks don't realize how doctored some of the images are. So that the bar is set, and ladies, we are feeling it now.
Good. We're so glad.
So one of the things, let's focus before we get too deep into it. If we're looking at just having that clean look, that maybe, you know, look, if we're guys, we're doing it for the ladies. We want to impress them, but we also, you know, there's this whole thought that if you had this strong, clean look, then maybe a future employer is going to notice you, and you're going to maybe get that promotion or something. What are some of the ways that guys like what some of the things we can do to make sure that we have that nice,
just clean it up a little bit.
Clean look, yeah. What should we do?
It's really my best suggestion I could give is to have a solid barber, and a barber that knows, you know, and can judge your face shape and kind of give you some consultation on what type of hair. And also, we got younger bosses these days, so you might want to kind of find out what's gonna be, you know, something to get you right across and be able to communicate with your boss, build rapport if you're going in for an interview or something. Those things are important now. I think that's one of the reasons why the landscape has changed when it comes to wardrobe here in D.C. is because people my age and younger have had to find somewhere else to seek employment, and it's really opened up a lot of other types of industries, which you can get away with not having to wear a suit every day.
So a good shave, or if you choose to wear facial hair, well groomed, as we've seen as the beards have really come in. What else do you think is essential? A lot of people, I mean, we know men, wisdom admits to his manicures.
The manicures, the pedicures. Right, you need to set the record straight.
But I don't. I'm still a little
taking the stigma of not being whatever.
Yeah,
you want to put in those quotes, manly or
I still
whatever.
live with that stigma.
Take it
I'm
away.
Not gonna lie. I haven't done it.
But Steve, if you knew that a woman that is a potential girlfriend is going to judge you when she sees your nails and they're not looking neat,
but I also know
would
that
you do
my
it?
friends are going to be judging me too. So there's that fine
So what's more important?
Okay, so that's why, right? That's why Eugene's going to set it straight, right?
Well, as a married man, my wife, she's the one that chooses my nail length, and she actually helps me out a lot.
I
Sometimes
like
she puts her
that.
nails.
Did that happen before you were married or after you were married?
And did she have to do it because you didn't get manicures?
Yeah, as a military veteran, I worked on a lot of engines, so my nails used to get dirty, and she said, before you touch me, those things.
And what about waxing? Is that something that men should do?
I've considered it, but I don't really have that type of hair issues, and it's not one of the things that you crack open a beer and start talking to your buddy.
Your buddy's not waxing.
What do you think about, so, you know, we had like the lumbersexual thing going on. We had the beards was big for a while. What do you think is next? Can we get ahead of the curve here as far as guys' fashion and looks?
Oh man, I wish I was able to do that. I think I'd make a mint, but I can't call it right now. I just pay attention and try to be at least somewhere in the norms.
But you did say the hipster look, that whole thing, might be on the way out.
I believe it is. I've seen signs on right across from District Taco that said no hipsters allowed.
But I just got new glasses. Oh, man. So let me ask you this before we let you go. So for you, when you talk with your buddies, guys around the office, just people, friends like that, do you get the sense that guys, just because we see, you know, the Magic Mike movies, we see these guys that are like on the cover of all these magazines, and I mean, these are guys that are not like 20 years old with six-packs. These are guys like well into their 30s now with six-packs. Do your buddies, do they talk about the fact, like, I'm a little more self-conscious maybe about my body than I used to be? Like, I feel that need. I need to do something.
They do. I'm the friend that tells them to come to the gym with me, though. So they normally stop. I'm the pressure. I'm the guy on Instagram.
Well, do you feel that pressure? Are you going to the gym because you want to make sure that you stay at that level?
Well, I mean, otherwise it'd be them telling me.
Don't you say because you're married, you're not.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
It does. That is a factor, but
Right, I know.
I mean, it's still great to be able to, you know, enter into possibly your 40s and still have a six-pack. That'd be great. That's a good goal.
And ultimately, isn't looking healthy and being healthy sexy too, right?
Yeah, of course. And it's all about being healthy, right?
That's right.
And the confidence to carry it, right?
Confidence, right?
All right. Eugene Smith, thanks for being with us. DC Life Magazine.
Thank you
really
for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
Today is, as we said, it is male body image.
It's
male
grooming day.
Male grooming day.
Yeah.
Male grooming day.
Brought to you by your local grooming fest.
All right. All right, time right now, 9:40. We will be right back.